Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who are well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel. Alright, this lesson, I'm going to go into the mark of the beast again. Alright? Because the fact that there's still people, well, I mean, I know that the Lord is blinding people, and most of the world is going to take the mark of the beast, but the fact that some of you Israelites actually think the mark of the beast is Christianity or an embargo, it's pretty pretty sad at this point, man. That's actually very disappointing and depressing. Okay, first of all, because the common sense of the scriptures, Christianity going in with that doesn't even make sense. All right, so let's get into it. I'm going to start at verse 16, Revelation chapter 13. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So how do you get Christianity in your right hand or your forehead? Your forehead, if you want to say your brain, okay, that you're still reaching, but how do you get it in your right hand? How do you get it implanted into your hand? That doesn't make any sense. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So if you get the mark of the beast, you can buy and sell. So how are they going to know if you're a Christian or not? How are they going to know if you're into Christianity? How do they know you're not just lying? And let's be realistic here. Esau is carnal, man. He confusion of faces. If he sees somebody that looks like a so-called white person, but they're a Judite or whatever tribe they may be, he's gonna see them as a white person. All right, but if he sees a terror, somebody with a Edomite father and a so-called black mother, he's gonna think that's a Jake, man. That's how carnal he is. He's carnal. He sees everything from the he can't see the bigger picture, really. He just sees everything from the outside. He doesn't, nothing is spiritual about him. All right? Which is why he gets off killing people. But so if that was the case, why would the mark of the beast that he makes, why would the mark of the beast be something spiritual? Why would it be something spiritual? That wouldn't make any sense. All right, the word charagma goes into incision, incision and insertion. Like a prick, stuff like that, man. That's what you see. They put a needle type thing between your thumb and your index finger, and they inject a microchip in there, in that fleshy area. All right, and it doesn't matter if you get it. It doesn't matter where you get it. If you get it, you got it. All right, and it doesn't matter if you take it out either. You're still condemned. All right, so don't get the mark of the beast. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to read verse 16, and I'm going to replace mark, or I'm going to replace some words with specific ones, and let's see if it makes sense. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive Christianity in their right hand or in their foreheads. How the fuck does that make sense? That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. Now let me read it again with the real mark of the beast. And he causeth all, both small and great. So it doesn't matter, what your status is, your social status, how many followers you have. It doesn't matter how, rich and poor, free and bond. Doesn't matter how much money you make. If you're in prison, doesn't matter. They want everybody chipped. To receive a microchip, or to receive a chip, or to receive a RFID NFC chip in their right hand or in their foreheads. That makes more sense. That makes way more sense. And that's actually something you could do. To receive a chip in their right hand or in their foreheads. You can put their chips that they put in your brain that can actually give you sight and stuff like that, man. They already have those. So the prophecies already, and you can clearly see that it's growing. Why aren't they pushing articles on Christianity then, man? And why is it why well Christians don't know the Bible, man. First of all, Christians have no idea what's going on. The Bible is not dealing with religion. Right? But they know what for some of the Christians know what the mark of the beast is, and they know we're in the end times. They know hell's about to break loose, shit's about to hit the fan. They at least know that. All right, but why would they be marked as the enemies? But well, first of all, the main people that Esau is going to target is Great Millstone because they're the ones that actually teach prophecy and the truth and didn't sell out. You just can't handle reality. You just can't handle how the ancient world was, so you take it out on them, man. All right. A lot of you are soft, man, and that type of soft, emotional, effeminate personality isn't going to survive a day, which is obviously just a, you know, I'm not saying you won't literally survive more than a day. I'm just saying that's an expression. Okay, you're not going to survive long with that type of mindset and attitude, man. All right, but they still have Christians labeled on there, man, and they have lists that your name could be on, either for them to just immediately kill you, or some of them they'll throw you in camps and try to reprogram you, so to speak. All right, which those Christians can be reprogrammed probably pretty easily. They're probably going to take the mark of the beast because their backs are going to be up against the wall. You ask anybody like, well, the mark of the beast, the chip, and are you going to get it? Like, you shouldn't get it, and they're like, no, I definitely wouldn't get it. But once their back is up against that wall, once the bully throws them into the locker, so to speak, all right, their back's up against the wall. They're threatened, and they're in a moment of urgency, to eat or to drink water, then they're gonna take that chip, all right, which is why we need to endure this. But what happens if you don't take that chip? Well, they're gonna put you to death, man. All right. This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads, or in their hands. It says, or in their hands. So that means it's optional where you're going to get it. How is it optional where you're going to get Christianity, man? Because it says, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads, or in their hands. How do you get Christianity in your hand? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. How do you get Christianity in your hand? And it's not a stamp because it says in your hand. All right, if there's like, let's say, trying to think of an analogy. I mean, it doesn't even really need an analogy. I mean, it's clear as day, but it says in your hand, not on your hand, in your hand. I mean, it's straightforward, man. Oh, okay, I think I got one. So there's a car. If you're laying on top of it, you're on top of the car. You're not in the car. But if you get in, you start it, you sit in the seat, you're in the car. They're going to put this mark that they're talking about is going to be put in your hand. Your hand doesn't have a brain in it. So how is it gonna get Christianity, man? That doesn't even make sense. All right, it's just that's just I'm just gonna tell it like it is, man. That's retarded. All right, that there are doctrines out there that are just retarded as fuck. All right, they're so retarded. The doctrines that I've heard out there, man, ridiculous. They're not with the scriptures at all, man. And you can tell because how the hell do you get Christianity in your right hand, man? And how do you buy with Christianity? Why are they making all these registers cashless? Or like they're taking cash away. Why are they making all these registers so you can scan something like a chip? What are you gonna do? Scan Christianity? What the hell? That doesn't even make any sense, man. Just be honest with yourselves. That makes no sense. All right. And which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years, because the heathens are going to be in slavery for 1,000 years. Another thing is mark. The word there in the Hebrew for Revelations 13 is kwai, man, which means to cutting in the flesh, or like a needle. Come on, man. It's not that. It's really not that hard. But the elect are the only ones that aren't going to take the mark of the beast, man. But they will take a different mark. They're going to take a mark, all right, which is in Ezekiel chapter 9. Well, they're not taking it, but they were given the mark, which is the mark in Ezekiel chapter 9 was given to the elect. Lord willing, we are the elect. Was given to the elect. So it's a spiritual mark. It's not physical. It's spiritual. That's a spiritual mark because it was given by Yahweh. So it's spiritual. Esau, you think his mark is going to be spiritual? It's going to be carnal, man. It's going to be carnal. All right. This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All right, so it's a spiritual mark that's going to be set on the men to basically exempt them from judgment, man. That's what this is talking about. All right, that mark is talking about a mark exempt from judgment. So the elect are going to be untouched. They'll face hardship. Some of them may have to be put to death, but for the most part, that mark will have them be protected, so to speak. All right. Let's go into. I'm going to finish it off with Romans because a lot of people still won't see that it's the chip, man, and they're going to continually deny it. All right, which is scripture. Most of the world, only the elect is going to get it, man. Most of the world ain't going to understand it, so fuck them, man. All right, if you don't get it, then stop watching. This truth ain't for you then, man. All right, because we're fishing for the elect, man. That's all it is. Romans chapter 11, verse 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, Yahweh hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear. Which is spiritual. This is spiritual because they, some of them might not be able to see or hear literally, but it's a spiritual. Their spirit can't see it, and they can't hear it either. Unto this day, and David saith, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Some of these things that we bring up are complete stumbling blocks, man. Even though they're simple to understand, they're straightforward. All right. So it's that's just how it is. All right. But if you're part of the elect, you'll get it. You'll understand what we're saying, and you won't take the mark of the beast, which is the RFID NFC microchip. The microchip. It doesn't matter what company it comes from, man. If it's a microchip and you get it, you're condemned. All right, so with that said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, peace and blessings to the whole elect of Israel. All right, shalom.